Hi everyone. Okay, welcome to my video on toy rotations. What exactly is a toy rotation? That's the first question I want to address here. The first thing to do as a parent, right, is to remember what it's like making this, to help myself go, I need to take a breath. Because it is really hard. This parenting gig's really, really hard. And Sheepy's going to join us for the day. Today, I wanted to talk about why it's healthy sometimes to let your child... Miranda from Smart Mama, Smart Kids Coaching, and I'm all about helping parents feel more confident in their early years parenting by building connection with their small child. So what I mean by toy rotation is you do not have all of your toys out on display at once. You would choose to rotate them through so the kids don't get bored. So this video is called 3 benefits of a toy rotation, and that's one of them already, basically. So toy rotations, why are toy rotations so beneficial for kids and parents? Okay, so that's what we're covering in today's video. 3 benefits of toy rotations. And don't forget to hang around to the end because there's going to be a free resource on toy rotation ideas just for you guys for watching. Okay, so 3 benefits of a toy rotation. So the first benefit of toy rotations are that number 1, kids do not have toy overwhelm. Toy overwhelm is huge these days because kids have so many toys and everyone's buying them more toys. A lot of toys are cheaper and more accessible. Or you can buy more for the price of one, you know, all these different sorts of deals. So, which is great, but kids have so many toys that they can get toy overwhelm. And I've seen it in my own children sometimes. Toys everywhere and they just do not know where to go first. They don't know what to play with first. So toy overwhelm is a real thing. So that's benefit 1 of a toy rotation, is that it takes away a lot of that overwhelm because the toys are away, half of them away anyway. Okay, number 2 is that it reduces the mess. So parents, you don't have as much to clean up. The kids don't have as much to clean up. It reduces parent overwhelm and the fact that they've got to clean so much stuff up as well. So that's just a speedy number 2 right there for you. Hands up if you want less mess. Drop a like in the comments if you want less mess, because we could all do with that in our lives, right? So that's number 2. Just before I do number 3, I thought I'd quickly do a bit of a video in my own toy room about how I set up a toy rotation and the different way that I structure it. So we're going to go to that now. Okay, so I thought I'd quickly show you what I've got as part of my toy rotation with my kids at the moment. So I've got 3 kids, as you probably know if you follow my Instagram. You will know that I've got 3 kids. I've got a 6-year-old, nearly 7, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So the toy selection is quite extensive and it covers quite a range of abilities and quite a range of interests and things like that. So when you do a toy rotation, it is really great to have labels. So that's something that I love. And I just recently got one of these, finally managed to grab one of these IKEA units and they're amazing. I just love them. So basically what I've done is set it up so that each child can access some things at their own abilities, own age levels, and the ones who I don't want to reach things have been able to not reach them. So basically what I've got up the top, that means this has been revolutionary, seriously, excuse my moving around. Pencil tub. So as you can see, this is clearly not sorted, clearly not ordered at the moment, but again, so basically all I'm doing is hoping that my texter works and popping on here, I am writing pencils. This is what I've had on here for a while. I just rubbed it off for the purpose of this video. My texter doesn't want to work, but anyway. So basically I'll do it a bit better later, and with a darker texture clearly. Anyway, pencils on there. So that's really easy for all the kids to see. And I just love these because they just slot in. They're so amazing. And I can choose where I want to have the different tubs in this unit. So that's one of the reasons I've been waiting for one of these units. So that's what I would basically do with each one. So this one, for instance, my son's 18 months old. He loves trucks. He's a typical boy. He loves trucks. He loves trains. He loves, you know, anything with wheels, all that sort of stuff. But he's at the point of using these toys like this. So this is a green toys toy and it's made of recycled plastic, so it's really good. I love it. I've only just discovered these recently and they're amazing. Anyway, so he loves toys like this, you know, they're quite big. That's quite big. So So I chose the biggest tub. I'll just grab it out to show you guys. Like, it's literally huge. I chose the biggest tub to put all his things in. So he's got heaps of his trucks and trains and all those things that I mentioned before. He's got them in the tub that he can pull out, or the girls might pull it out for him, but he can do it himself at the bottom. So that is brilliant. I love it. So the 3 tubs in the middle are basically the different ones that I play around with. So we usually have pencils at the top and Fletcher's toys at the bottom, because I don't want him to reach the pencils, but I do want him to be able to reach his toys. So that's sort of set. What we do with the middle ones is really fun. So I have been trying to set up a bit more of a toy rotation and change things around a little bit. Up in the back cupboard, I have got a couple of tubs of things, just different toys, because quite frankly, we're overrun with them some days. So what I decided to do was do a proper toy rotation. So I thought I'd show you guys actually how I set it up. First of all, up in here, one of the most used things in my house at the moment with 2 girls, and Fletchy's only 18 months, so they've been really exposed to babies and everything that happens. Baby clothes. Oops, sorry, baby clothes. Dolls, just here in this massive pile underneath that blanket, because it looks a bit tidier, are the dolls. So they play with dolls, they play babies, they pretend to feed them and make them things all day. So I've got this really accessible. This has just been a consistent, actually. This one hasn't rotated too much at the moment either, but it can easily. So there we go. I popped that up there because it's quite light. It's full of baby clothes and blankets and things. So these ones. All right, let's have a bit more of a look at these. I'll just tilt you down a little bit to see. Okay, so this one's empty. This is I've packed all the toys away, right? Packed all the toys out of it that I don't want in it at the moment, and I'm ready to set up a new tub. So I'm just gonna pop that to the side. First of all, oh, this is sitting a bit more comfortably. The other thing that I have set up, my kids love to play doctors, okay? So they love to play doctors, they love to play with pets and doctor pets, Doc McStuffins, all that sort of thing. In here is where I pop, in this one, recently we've had, I should turn it around, we've had doctor's sets. So this is what we've got in here at the moment. Doctor's sets, they've been playing it, so it's sort of all over the place, but basically what I put in here are we've got stethoscopes, and we've got, you know, doctors, you know, there's lots of bags, and sometimes we have toys in there. I put, you know, just a couple to be doctored. I make up little bandages out of tissues. Sometimes we'll set up, you know, actually in the play space, we'll set up like a table, and I'll put things over it and then have one of the toys there. Oh no, this toy's sick, you know, what are we gonna do with a, you know, thermometer and all those sorts of things. That's what I put in things like this. So this one has been the doctor's one for a while. I'll probably change it in about, change it in a week, in the next week, I would say, because it's been that for quite a while. We might change it over. So now we come to the one that I really wanted to share with you guys. So this one, I'm just going to sit even more comfortably. This one is the one that I'm going to start now. So I thought my other ones are sort of set up already and I'm happy with them, but I'll show you how I set up one specific category of my toy rotation. So I would go to where I want to get the things from, get an idea in your head first. So number one, get an idea in your head first, and something that your kids like to play with or would be interested in. Something that might suit most people to have around. You're not going to put something in here that you don't want anyone to touch, obviously, or that you're only going to, because this is in the play area, even the things up high, my little guy is still allowed to touch them. They're still allowed to be played with him, but it's something that I want to be monitoring, right? So I put things up there. He's still allowed to touch it, but it's something that I need to be with him. That's why it's up high, so he can't get it by himself. That said, it's not that I never want him to get it. So something that you put in here, because it's lower as well, has to be something that I'm okay with everybody playing with. Now, you need to come up with a category in your head. Category in my head for this one, I've pre-thought this. So my category in my head for this toy rotation is exploring. So my kids love exploring. They just love it. So they love exploring. So, and one of the things they really love that gets their imaginations going are dinosaurs. My eldest one wants to be an archaeologist, so it's sort of driven by that sometimes because she's got some great ideas. So one of the things I want to have in my exploring tub is a dinosaur, a few actually. Also in my explorers tub, I have even more dinosaur figurines, even more figurines. We have lots. We also have, you got to have the props for the part, right? So we have our exploring glasses, our scientist glasses for exploring. We have, this is amazing because clearly a kaleidoscope is not really for explorers, but the kids don't care. They think it's an exploring thing. They think it's a microscope. They think it's a telescope. That, you know, it just really gets the imagination going. I love kaleidoscopes. So kaleidoscope goes in my exploring tub. Laptop so you can document your findings clearly. Binoculars. Something else they love to look at. You might, rocks. So we've got, goodness me, have we got so many rocks in our house. Rocks, the kids love exploring rocks. Everyone needs a phone. Second last actually. Second last is a book. So we've got question and answers about dinosaurs. This one is pretty much exploring dinosaurs because we have an interest in it. But you could do exploring about birds, you could do exploring in the park, all sorts of things. But, so ours, for instance, have got dinosaur facts in there. Look, this is clearly above the younger kids level, but it is right at the 6-year-olds level. So we've always got to put something in there that's for each person, you know, or something that's going to get different people into it and different people's minds moving. It's about getting their minds to move. Okay, and last but not least, where would you be with having dinosaurs without having bits of egg fossil that you could investigate? So that's what I would be popping in my exploring box. So much in there, you can't really see this in the book, but so many different things in there and so much to get their minds going. So there we go. At the end of the day, a toy rotation, number 3 in my 3 benefits of a toy rotation is that toy rotations create a new excitement with the children about what they can play with, and it creates new imagination, it creates new experiences, it creates new memories, and it helps the child actually go, I haven't seen these toys for, you know, a week or however long, and it helps them to get re-inspired and reignites that learning. And that is an awesome thing for young children and for toddlers and preschoolers, because when that learning is reignited, they are rewiring their brains. They are adding more neural pathways in their brains, and they are starting to boost their love of learning. And boosting their love of learning is so important with young kids. I cannot emphasize how important that is. Young kids, just if you can boost their love of learning and start to get that learning happening, that excitement with learning and those sorts of things, imagination, foster that imagination, you are setting your kids upon the path for greater learning capacity and greater understanding of their world and themselves and other people. And who would not want that for their child, right? Okay, so they are my 3 benefits of a toy rotation. Quickly again, kids don't have toy overwhelm. Parents don't have toy overwhelm when there's not as much mess, and basically it increases their learning ability and increases their understandings and increases that imagination and the fun they're having, right? So that's number 3. They're my 3 benefits. Now, I promised you guys, if you watch till the end, if you look at the link below this video, then you will find my 5 great ideas for toy rotations. So let me know, do you think that'll be helpful? If you do, then click through. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to hear more and more about parenting toddlers and preschoolers and all the learning things that can come along with that. Learning for parents, but learning for kids as well. So I'm Miranda Hodge, and I hope you guys really enjoy Smart Mama, Smart Kids. Check me out on Instagram, because then you'll see lots of different things that are going on, okay? Last of all, my Toddler Workshop is open. It is now live. The Toddler Workshop e-course, it's an online course. It's 90 minutes long and it's $25. And I hope you guys have an amazing day and spend some really great time with your toddlers and preschoolers. See you later. Bye.